Excuse me. Please, sir. Excuse me.
Hi guys, so right now I am at Standard Media who refuse to hear what I'm talking about. I need my money today. I'm not living here without my money. I'm living here in two ways. I need to get there one way or another. So I either die or I get my money. Okay? And I'm posting this. Hopefully you guys see this when I'm still alive.
Excuse me.
No, nigga, shut the fuck up, boy. I'm living here with my money or with my life in their hands. I'm done. These dreadlocks are not in my head for nothing. Okay? So, Standard Media have refused to pay me, even if it was their mistake. So, I die here today or I get my money. One of the two things. That's all. Thank you.
Enjoyment. Toa hizo forms za enjoyment. Derailment. Nilijipata tu dundaki enjoyment. Of course. Katambe by force. Nze venye zangu zimenishika na kupata neza choma picha.
Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Zanji Mukenya in the building. Your host with the most. Voices of the Millennial podcast is the name, powered by Kenyan Powerhouse. And kama kawaida, leo our sponsors ni Elite Club Studios. Today I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy because I have a long time friend. Neza sema a long time friend cause neza sema nikitaka nikimove in kile yendo alinionyesha where to get what but we'll talk about that later. I want to introduce TikTok extraordinaire, radio presenter, dancer. Bro, pia wewe ni rapper. Notice pia wewe ni rapper.
Yeah, nilikuwa na that.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, man, asante sana, man. I go by Zanji Mukenya.
Yeah.
Rather even though wasome ni call my brand for the past few say 5-6 years. Nimekuwa like I'm identified as Zanji Mukenya.
Yeah.
Yes, mini dancer choreographer. Newly radio co-host. Umenipatia jina kubwa, radio presenter. si mine but newly radio presenter co-host. Tulikuwa tuna co-host a show quite recently.
Yeah.
TikToker for sure. But squeezy, if it's vile as I introduce the first way, nilikuwa na go with what you said. Me, I identify myself as a performer. I'm a performing artist, content creator as of the past couple of years. But yeah, mini msanii. I love performing. I love dancing. I love making dance. Nilikuwa najiita ex-musician because I was in the rap game for a while.
Nimeona rap yako mahali.
Ulipata mahali nilikuwa I'm a lot into music, into rap. Napenda tu create. I'm a performer. Me generally mini msanii. My route is I'm a performer. That's how nilijipata nimeingia into sasa mtandao because I took my performance pale from stage. Nika transition into now content creation, and that's what I believe the past few years imekuwa known as mostly through my content ya TikTok na Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Bra, miss Jaiona mtu multi-talented kama wewe. Bro, umejitosa every effing where. Like uko tu kila mahali. Bora tu ina involve kitu unapenda, you'll fucking do it, and I love it. So vile tunafanyanga hapa, you don't have to tell us everything, but how we start the pod here is mtu anasema how their week has been. We'll get to the story a bit later, but tunaweza tupetua gist of how your week has been. Umekuaje, kama ulipata something interesting katikati ya wiki, and of course pia mimi nitasema yangu.
Yeah, so far the week imekuwa it's not been bad. Week imekuwa poa. Imekuwa calming week.
Yeah.
Compared to previous days, like the previous week. Ilikuwa a bit stressful. Kwa sababu ya 1-2 hapa yenye tutaambia wase.
Yes.
But yeah, naweza sema the week has been quite calming. Nimereconnect na some old friends hapa na pale, which unajua inakuanga refreshing. Yeah, again kama kawaida busy, nimekuwa working, you always have to chase the bag. It never stops.
Constant.
Yeah, so imekuwa pretty good week, but nasema imekuwa more of a calm week. Imekuwa week ile tu ya ku turn down kiasi.
Yeah.
Ku reflect hapa na pale
kabisa.
Yeah, and as much as the work naweza fanya pia, but yeah, imekuwa an okay week.
Okay. Yo guys, wacha tu niambie ukweli, umse ni hard to get. Tulikuwa tupatane sato.
Yeah,
sato akakuwa busy.
Yeah,
but I guess for wasanii weekends ni busier
100%.
juu Saturday ulikuwa busy, Sunday ulitoka shughuli zako a bit late,
yeah.
And Elite Club Studios I think walikuwa na rest for Sunday, so tukamua tupatane leo.
Yeah,
and I'm so happy, I'm so honored bro, na feel so honored to have you here. And mimi naweza sema wiki yangu pia imekuwa poa. This is my second week from a very long leave. Naweza sema I'm narudi vizuri pole tu back to the hustle nini. Of course nilikuta workload ni mob, cause kama for me department yangu ni one man department. But tulitisha kazi, so lazima tuifanye. Nothing much that happened this week apart from one thing. So me and Dante last weekend we did an episode. Sikuwa na guest, my guest didn't show up, so nilikuwa nafanya like a monologue. But Black Dante alikuwa kwa background ananisaidia. Hata hiyo mic ilikuwa pale, yeye ndo alikuwa ananisaidia. Nisikai nikaa naongea solo. Nisikai kaa niko mwenda wazimu. So I called out a lady, I called out someone on that episode. And they tried coming back to me, sijui take legal action, sijui kosokoso. I'm still saying it again on this platform. Stay away from me and stay away from my business. And I mean it.
Paka watu ambiwe.
Stay away from me and stay away from my business. Anyway, ilikuwa crazy. Tukikaa chini vizuri na kuonyesha what happened.
For sure.
Now we'll get at least the backstory. Bro, mimi ule mtu mwenye anagoingi straight to the point. For the past few weeks, 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah.
1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
Blow up the internet. And I'm really happy tuna come kuongea about this story, because now people will actually know what really happened and what made you do what you did. Yeah, so something that to some point, because when boy wangu to some point, how you did it or how you said it was somehow fascinating, because ulikuwa like ulieka ile British accent ya sikumbuki kenye ulisema, I need my money bro. Ilikuwa so fascinating. Ilikuwa like, yo, is this Zanji? Alafu najua pia sisi yangu anakujua. So alikuwa ananiambia bro uni Zanji, namwambia ni Zanji. Pia mimi nimetry kumcall, sijaweza kumpata, but najua sahi kuna pressure from all sides, kila mtu anamtafuta. So bro, please tell us what happened. Nitaekea by the way wase video hapa ndio waone what happened, but please explain to us kenye ilifanyika.
Yeah, so inakana cheka, but I mean like that, as I was saying, your past week ilikuwa a week of kind of relaxing, coming down, coming back to myself, cause na feel I mean, I was myself even, I mean, that day. But imekuwa a week of just coming back to myself and realizing enyewe, like, that happened. But now for context, yeah, so I don't know, because this is actually, like, let's say the first time, not like, but the first time maybe talking to someone about it, like, in kind of this setting. Imekuwa tu ile sasa to most of the friends, close family, just friends. Imekuwa tu mostly a conversation with friends, of which even I don't think sikuwa nimeget like energy yangu bado kabisa. Kuna wale watu sijaweza get energy na ile try ku explainia, cause ilikuwa tu like it was a crazy incident. So basically I have been working at Standard Media, for since like February.
Okay.
And I mean, we got in there as a team of around 7-8 content creators, influencers. Mostly were TikTok, because as I told you, TikTok is like my biggest platform follower wise. So tuliingia into the company as content creators. And
acha nikukati kidogo.
Yeah.
Unajua, people have to know what we are talking about in terms of numbers on TikTok. Kabla uendelee, tell us the numbers.
As of today afternoon, as of right now, niko na 540,000 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah, so jobless. I appreciate, man. Imekuwa like, cause nime create content for a while. I took a pause. Let's say last year sikuwa as active as I used to be.
Yeah.
But let's say when mimi wala senili catch TikTok when it was ile time ilikuwa na boil, ilikuwa that ile period ya COVID. Is when I joined TikTok. Unaweza kumbuka my first video was towards the end of mid March 2020.
Ni ile ya pusi, ile ku
Sio ilikuwa that's the most viral video ndio I've done. But sio hiyo. Yeah, so in June 2020. And then cause right ilikuwa ile time people were told, mwezi nini, like people can go outside. Now by then I was primarily, even though time I was actually following up on, I was doing a lot of the music stuff. I was still doing like dance hapa na pale. I used to teach. We had a bunch of shows coming up. But sasa vile ilikuja, mnaambiwa hakuna theater, hakuna nini. So people, I mean, it was a literal lockdown, the whole world. So that's when I was like, okay, I can do this and this. And even pre that time, nilikuwa nisha I had already done like content online, like already had YouTube content. So nilikuwa najua, of course, like I have the skill of maybe dancing. I can create, like I can put together like clips, they make sense. I can do a lot of funny stuff. So I was like, okay, because this is the only platform wacha ni transfer everything fully to content. I was like, okay, let me try this content thing. I mean, right now we don't have much to do anyway.
Yeah.
So nikakimbia nayo from like that March 2020. Like from there ilikuwa, niko na put in the work for sure. You sitasema it was just a 1 day 2 day thing.
Yeah.
For a good period of time between March 2020 to maybe mid 2021. Give or take some few days, I was at least posting 6 videos a day.
I know. I was following you.
Nilikuwa like video machine, like papa, like idea inakuja, video record, camera chini, post. So through that ndio nika build like a following pole ilikuwa very steady. Ile steady tu inapanda vizuri.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I think towards the end of 2020, nika make one video that went pretty viral. I was like, wait, but there's something here. Yeah. And then shortly after, another video came through. And then sasa 2021 ndio nika make timeline ndo sikumbuki vizuri, but mid towards the end. Okay, ilikuwa my second video that ili hit like 1 million views. But ili hit like 1 million views for sure, that in less than like I think within like 14 hours ilikuwa imehit 1 million views. So ni ile nilikuwa na refresh page hivi like every minute literal minute 30 minute ile like ya kusema every minute na refresh page hivi nilikuwa na at least 100 new followers. Every other minute niko tu what the hell. Video views inapanda nini. I was like okay, this is now a viral video.
Na ulikuwa but at this point by now ushazoea kutoa bangers at this point.
More or less
moja inakuja ingine inakuja ingine. But kenye naona hapa ni consistency. Juu ulikuwa unasema you're even releasing 6 videos a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So unaweza tuambia like about vile influencers wali get into nini now that people know jani yako ilianza wapi. We can talk more about it after.
For sure.
But now unaweza tuambia from the point that okay, our 7 content creators waliingia on Standard Media. What happened from there?
So I guess from there tulikuwa just approached we knew, I think there was one content creator alikuwa na work at the company already. And alikuwa suggested that okay, maybe Standard Media, because Standard Media has a bunch of radios under it. And I mean at that point, or rather for the past year or two, like a lot of brands go for content creators, because I mean all the attention is online. So a lot of different brands mekuwa ziki approach like content creators, influencers just for online visibilities at their brand. So we approached in that way. Ilikuwa like a few influencers are needed for this. Ilikuwa Spice FM and the radio station is Spice FM and Vibes Radio.
Okay.
So we were onboarded as influencers with those two radio stations just to kuongeza kind of like online, just generate content for online. Kwa sababu nyinyi wase mnaelewa TikTok ni nini, come through and partner with us, collaborate with us on like growing our numbers, create two stuff zenye sasa zitabamba like my fans with these radio stations wana pia wase wakona some nice like online presence.
Okay.
So from there it went well. Tukaanza month 1 month, that's like Feb kaenda poa. I mean kama kawaida any new job na kuja na challenges zake hapa na pale, una try to figure out how to kind of bring brand yako as an influencer na brand ya the company, like how sasa uta create videos that zina resonate na the brand.
True.
So it started off ile sasa ku just figure out how you're going to do that. Went well for a while. I mean it went well mostly, but ile it wasn't easy pia kwa sababu unajaribu ku just that creation process ikwangi rahisi, especially sai when you're doing it for see your personal content.
True,
ni kind of like your personal content but lazima sasa pia align na
brand kama Spice.
Brand ya Spice na ya Vibes.
Okay. Niko na swali. What was the KPI? Was it to bring in numbers? What was the agreement?
The agreement was to bring in numbers, yes. Ilikuwa ku bring in numbers, not just to increase visibility for their stations online.
Okay.
Ilikuwa that the KPIs were kind of increase our numbers, and the other thing was also just make sure brand yetu iko like it's being shown well online. Okay. So just bring your expertise, the content, shikana na brand yetu, and then put our stuff out there, hit these and these points. If I could, I think that was the main thing. That was the target, just online presence.
And were you guys doing it at a specific time? Just unajua kuna morning show, kuna nini? Was it like a specific time or just whatever time?
Ilikuwa okay. Now that's now up to you. Because kuna different shows, kuna morning show, kuna mid morning show, kuna the afternoon show. So it's more of you figure out, like let's say the first video, the second video, who are you doing it with? Are you shooting content with the morning team? Una shoot na hosts the morning show, una shoot content because each show iko na its own feel.
Yes.
That's the other thing.
Yes.
Each show iko na its own vibe. So lazima figure out, okay, ile idea niko nayo ita resonate na wase wa midday nani, like no, you have to figure out mid morning show what age group usikiza na how ndatengeza content gani inaweza endana na what I can do, like, so you have to figure that out. So it was up to you, like I mean, it was supposed to, you have to try at least to narrow it all, but you figure yourself out in that way. So it wasn't a 9 to 5 100%. I call 9 to 5, but kulikuwa na targets in a week. You have to execute this number of videos. Yeah, I think ilikuwa around like 6 to 8 videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
And basically, since I follow you, nilikuwa naona mna put in the work. It was kind of different. Juu niliona kama spice na vibes. Okay, ilikuwa na youngins before, but like super youngins. Unajua vile mulikami nikaona like kuna a new wave kwa Standard Media Group. Naona Zanji hapo, Zanji anapewa mic anape like another chick over there. I don't remember their names. So in relation to that, uliona kama did they see results? Kulikuwa na results, like wanaweza kaa hivi chini waseme yenyewe awase wali put in the work, because sisi from the outside tulikuwa tunaona work inaekwa, watu walikuwa naekelea kazi. So from the inside pia wakienda waangalie analytics, waangalie numbers, unaweza sema waliona
but it was a bit not everyone was seeing it. Kwa sababu not everyone still understood our work. That I can tell you for a fact. Cause of course kuna wanatongaji boomers. Kuna that generation, ma Gen X and going ma baby boomers, when as such yet hawaja understand. I mean, by now they should have started understanding what TikTok is, what Instagram is, what it can do for a brand. But something I know is in the beginning, not even just in the beginning, even like maybe 2-3 months in, kuna a group that didn't understand what exactly tuna bring to the table. But kuna now the younger people, maybe now like much older millennials, na pia wale too, like older guys wenye wanajua now the new wave is actually content creation, who are understanding. So kulikuwa na bit of kamtatanisho hapo. These guys are saying we are not sure like if these guys are pulling it off, but kuna wasa wanasema so there was that discussion,
of course.
But numbers wise, numbers did grow. That I know for a fact. Tulikuwa tunaangalia numbers when we entered, particularly tulikuwa tunaangalia Instagram when we entered when we started, because me and another 3 content creators, tulikuwa influencers, tulikuwa we were assigned to Vibes Radio, and then there was a group that was assigned to Spice. So tulikuwa Vibes, and at least 3 months in there was growth in numbers on the Instagram page. But again, that wasn't a work to track that. It wasn't a work to track that, but ile tu tunajinotisia tusema
because I mean, of course ukikaa hivi chini lazima ukwe like from the word go, I knew I was bringing in value and expertise, but I just want to measure, nataka kuona hiyo kitu inakaaje in terms of numbers. So that makes a lot of sense. Nataka kujua what turned around, what made everything just become different, because for context, Standard Media Group for a minute have been known for, after a while they're doing layoffs, after a while this is stats, and you can even track from the internet, like you can actually see there's always layoffs. So I want to know, where was this turnaround? What happened ndio ikafika mali ilifika yani?
For me, ama for the like for generally the layoffs that they were doing, ama like
just for you, achana na ya watu wengine. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a secret. I mean, a lot of things zimekuwa zikikuwa posted out here for the past couple of months. I think even from last year kumekuwa na a lot of news that the company is doing this and that.
Yeah.
The stuff about late payments,
yes,
started kitambo even before us we got into the company.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa tushasikianga hiyo story.
story.
This is around October, because we had the first time actually we had gotten communication from Standard that they would need influencers was in October. And around then ilikuwa just a conversation, and I think I can't remember if we had any meeting, but we had just been told by someone that wanna need content creators, and I've given you names, and I think they've checked you out now. You guys might be able to get something there. So it was a conversation at first, and then they went silent. This is in October. Wakaenda silent. So in between there, because already our readers were up personally, already na check out Standard what they doing in nini. Nilikuwa nishasikia around I think maybe November, December, like there was something in the headline about a lot of people are leaving Standard, even aside from layoffs. A lot of people are leaving with the case of like late payments and stuff. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa the first time I heard about that, but we were not part of them, so I was like, okay. I hope by the time if we do get to work there, I hope this stuff has happened. But yeah, from the beginning, okay, so yeah, that's the first time like I heard about sasa stories of Standard and not doing well. Nakumbuka hata hiyo like the day I was showing my mom hiyo story, nilikuwa namwambia tu when I had gone home, because of course ukipatanga like maybe a job offer, one of the first people you share with is like the closest people, your parents and nini. So by then anajua already most probably inaweza get something with Standard, and then nikamwambia okay, nimesikia kuna story fulani na happen huku ni nini, and then my mom yeye mwenyewe atujaongea about his story, ako like hey, nimesikia huko watu wanatoka sana hiyo kampuni. So I was like hey, kumbe it's known,
inajulikana.
Anyway, me tukai at that point we are not working there, so kaipuza tukasema okay, as if we do start working there, maybe by then akutakuwa na any issues. Yeah, fast forward now to Feb. We've started. Feb is gone. March comes. That's Feb, March, then April. So I think around, honestly, from the get-go, from the first month, kulikuwa tu na signs of that particular case of late payments. Just from the get-go was already a thing in my mind, because already tulikuwa shasikia from other employees story ya doi kikujanga, itabidi umengoja doi yako itakuja. Yes, but
inaweza
take longer than you expect. But now me in my head I was like I mean we just started. I don't think wanaweza kutufanyia the first month.
Okay, so because nataka ku get the picture, we won't go much into the contract, but when were you supposed to get paid, and when did you receive payment?
I mean, for the first month, definitely it did come late. But from the contract, I don't think, I'm trying to remember, I don't think I can remember if there was any specifications.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. But with any company you go to, I mean, I don't think it's different anywhere, or it should be different. That, I mean, kila msa kifanya job, lipo end month. Maybe it wasn't specified on the contract, but on the discussion of whoever was onboarding us, it was like, utalipwa end month.
Every end of the month.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
As everything happens.
Understood.
But yeah, but I don't know, I can't remember, because we had seen the contracts first way back. So I'm pretty sure it was there. But yeah, the agreement was wasa wanalipwa end month.
Yeah.
Just like any job.
Yes.
Because it was work.
Yes.
So I mean, there was a delay the first month, maybe like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So that was like,
yeah, because I mean, a week
just started.
A week is somehow fine, not
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but somehow fine.
Yeah,
3 weeks, bro.
3 weeks is a bit okay. Yeah, it could have been 2 weeks, but still 2 weeks is a bit.
Yeah.
We just started, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
just
happened.
Arrived.
Yeah, just arrived. So that happened. Alafu, yeah, that was the first month. We were like, okay, money did come eventually.
Yeah.
Second month, something similar happened.
Yeah.
That's Feb, March, April, same thing kind of happened. But at this point, we were kind of already, I mean the team, the influencer team, tulikuwa already kind of assimilated to that your system.
Yeah.
Because not only us, this is the point, this is not only us, this is majority of the, I mean, I don't know what to upstairs.
Of course.
But I know everyone wanna go through that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so ilikuwa like, okay, this happens.
Yeah.
So ilikuwa like, all right, eventually the money comes, yes, as much as you don't want it to be that way. Unasema tu, okay, kama wasengine they're okay with it, and I can kind of hack that late payment, bado naweza fanya my work.
Yeah, unaweza jipanga vile utafika hadi the next payment.
Yeah. But again, haikuwa easy because still we are still new, so ilikuwa ile tunasumbuanga ile unasema fanya hivi na hivi, odo I come through. Always pushing.
Of course, it's frustrating.
It's very frustrating. So yeah, so we tulikuwa kind of tumeingia into the system. At the same time we still trying to see if, okay, which end month ikifika bado unajaribu kuharakisha the offices. But again, when it's something that's affecting everyone, how like even people who have been there longer than you, like, now what me nitapiga kelele hadi saa ngapi? Na wase hata wametulia, like, but still us as tulikuja na, as you said, we came with a new energy. Because I think I'm sure there's a lot of young people working there, but maybe producers for shows, not like the front face. But now us, it's kind of our faces are now tagged to these brands.
Yes.
So we had that energy. Tumekuja tu na hiyo energy, na unajua pia energy ya Gen Z millennials
ni different, bro.
Is that, bro? Like, we do this one time. So yeah, so kulikuwa na, by the third month there was that, okay, tumeanza kuchoka na stuff already. But again tunasema, okay, again it's a great platform. One thing sijasema, up until this point, Standard Media is a big brand. It has been for, tumegrow up tukiona KTN, tukiona, like, it's a huge brand, nani, a big respectable brand. Ime blow up, imefanya so much for people,
for sure.
So even the opportunity in itself was kind of enough. Sisema enough, obviously lazima ulipo ukifanya kazi, but just knowing that uko na good platform like that that can boost you in whatever way, and like sasa sisi as content creators, like our face, mali brand yetu inakuwa attached is very important.
Portfolio
in a bit like
next level.
Ume work with Standard Media, that's a very respectable brand. So that was okay. Na bado unapata a lot of opportunities in there to learn things here and there. Because that's how sasa radio presenting, the co-hosting ili come along. We were given a show on Vibes. Yeah, but that was just like you guys just jump on this show, ni mkona ka vibe, you guys do this. So even though you come through. So yeah, it was a great opportunity being there. It's still a very known brand.
Yeah.
Those two radio stations are popular.
Yeah.
Wakona more radio stations, but those ones are the ones we were kind of attached to. So So it was good up until then, but still now, because unajua ushafanya job yako, utakuwa frustrated when money doesn't come.
Yeah.
So you just try to do as much as you can, learn as much as you can, but uko uncomfortable with that. So April comes, as I told you, tulikuwa already into the system of stuff happens late here. So okay, tangoja. Unangoja na machungu.
Kweli?
Yeah. Then maybe here and there people started like reducing the days they're coming in, reducing the number of videos you're putting out. And you're like, your pressure too on like, if you pay us on time, sit to have our videos on time.
Go slow.
Yeah, exactly. April comes, May comes and passes. Unajuanga always nini itakuja. But now on a personal level, because right now we're in end of August. What happened now 2 Fridays ago is I had gotten to a point, now this is very personally in Mali, sikuwa naeza I had tried a lot of ways, nitasema even then I go back to I had tried all formal ways of following up on payment.
Yeah.
And I ina come through, ilikuwa stories come again next week. Kani calls, watu washiki simu, the supervisor ashiki simu,
Wait,
akupati jibu.
by this point, are you still working with them ama sayo uko on the side umejitoa?
Yeah, right now we're on the side. We're on the side, like nika decided until money comes is when we'll go. So that's what I'll say that part, and then I go back to
understood.
I'll kind of touch on sasa what happened.
Yeah.
So that I now go back like
Easy.
to your.
Easy.
But yeah, anyway, this is don't know what the date, maybe tuangalie the date, but 2 Fridays ago from. Okay, 1 Friday has passed, but now the previous Friday, I had done all I could following up on what we are talking about, the late payments, all formal ways. Ila duko stressed. So nikajieka in a very compromising position, life-threatening position because of that.
Yes.
That was the main thing that took me there.
Yes.
Amongst a lot of other underlying stuff, but hiyo ndo ilikuwa like the catalyst of me, the video that like now people have seen that was circulating, where I did put myself in a life-threatening position. But yeah, so what led to that? Going back to May has passed. May we've still been going. June we've still been going. Still I'm using we because we moved as a unit as the influencers. June has passed, but now by June, wase walikuwa washaanza. Now this is every time, all the time, and then sometimes it goes later than usual. Specifically for us, for me, we were always being paid together, like the group of influencers tunapata payment pamoja. So what happened was, at this point tushaanza kuslow down. Sasa ni ile kawa unaweza it's even caused a bit of like separation in between us, because nika okay kama unataka kuenda weishia, but kuna watu wengine wamesema hapana, alafu kuna msemo mwingine maybe ashapata another opportunity there. So ako like mimi nitaenda tu, mimi ndajisukuma. So it was like it had already kind of separated your unity, the team we came in with, so
team.
But that's fine, juu kila mse ako hapa nje ku hustle on their own way.
Kila mtu ako na njia yake tu.
So yeah, so May passed, June, July. Yeah, so May kapita, June kapita. By now, I think end of June is when I think people are behind. People are behind like 2 months, 2 months of salo. So by then was like, no.
Frustration.
Unajua sasa content creators, there's a lot of brands calling, like unaweza enda uweke hiyo time somewhere else, ufanyie mse mwingine video upate do immediately.
Na brands ni wachoyo because wako like if you're working for them you can't work for us, so you really have to choose where you wanna.
So this is now back to like what happened the other week. In towards the end of July, maybe the last week or second last week, people received, by people I mean the team we were with, the team received salary. This was it's funny because he got salary in May, in the end of July.
Oh no.
It was this. Anyway, that's the reaction we need to be having. But anyway. But as I told you, kidogo we were already used to it, but ndio sasa ifike wase wamesema hata tuingi
ilikuwa mbaya.
So ndo unaona
2 months is
July, towards the end of July, people are receiving everyone received their May payment. Apart from me.
What?
This is now end of July.
Wait. Apart from you.
Apart from me.
Do we have a specific reason why? Ama unatuambia as we go on with the story?
I just... Okay. At this point, there's no specific reason. Like me, I done my thing.
Fishy.
Anyway, me, I done my thing. So, end of July, people can receive May payment. Apart from me. And then I was like, okay, maybe kuna delay kwa bank because that can happen sometimes. Maybe the invoice, there was a wrong number. Unajua vitu hizo happen.
Technical issue.
Like with the bank. So I let the first week go. Nijiambia, okay, aijaingia Friday, maybe by Monday I'll have the money. Monday comes, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Okay, I'm like, okay, maybe sasa delay juu hata ikidelayingi because of different types of banks. Maybe 3 days at most.
Itume kutoka majuu.
So I'm like, okay, let me try find out now with my supervisor or department ya radio what's going on. So I tried. I didn't go physically. Hiyo ni ile tu ya phone. At this point, we're in July. People hadn't gone in July because tulikuwa tushasema until maybe we get sasa maybe full pay ndio tunaweza resume. So July, anyway, I tried to reach out to the supervisor. Like, okay, wasa wame get payment, but me sija get payment ya me. Then I respond. It was like, okay, I'll look up into it with the finance office nini. This was I think on a Tuesday. Nazikumbuka hizo days because I had the messages I was going through. So kasema check in with finance. The week ikaisha, akuwa may get back to me. So this is the first week after people were paid. Sija get any responses to why. Second week comes, kwa engaged because fanya other things, not just that. I have a lot of things I do. So second week comes, nikajaribu ku follow up from the phone. Nothing is still like, I come through like they're not responding quick enough. Take a day to a response, so I decided to go there physically. And what I did is I didn't even go to the supervisor mwenye nilikuwa naongea naye. Nilienda tu kwa finance department, just mi mwenyewe tu kwenda ku check in with if like people are like paid nini. I asked them, haven't been paid, so what's going on? So I got to them, wakaniambia even them from the system, they don't understand how do yangu could come through. It's like my name was not there. Kwambia, okay, so how do I deal with that? Kaniambia nirudi kwa department, to my radio department. I did that. Now this is at least 3 weeks before now the incident. First week goes, nimeenda kwa department, akaniambia, so this is the thing, what you are asking. Department were like, okay, we don't know what happened. It might have been a mistake it was a mistake on our part. You just do this, just recreate your May invoice. Alafu itapelekwa finance.
Bureaucracy for
si unajua tu. Anyway, that
ngoja kwanza corporate hii bureaucracy nyingi, sijui enda wapi, lipeni watu, acheni hii maneno bana. Naweza endelea Zanji.
Yeah, anyway, that was 3 weeks pre the whatever, pre the incident. Yeah, so 3 weeks, hiyo wiki ikaisha, back and forth to income. Okay, create this invoice, have it signed, or rather the department guy, the supervisor akasema wacha ni sign, head of radio, wacha ni sign, alafu ipeleke back to finance. Sasa hao ndio atasort from there. I did that. Finance, nikarudisha finance. Okay, this is the main invoice that apparently haikuwa imewafikia for whatever reason, but wamesema it's their mistake, so can I have this like processed as soon as possible? Oh no, May payments already happened, so we can't do it. That's like going back. So this will probably be processed in August. Mind you, this is May payment, tujalipo up June, which we did, and like July didn't really go, so it didn't matter. So that third week passes, wakaniambia okay, the only way you can speed it up, go back to the department. Department ndio wanaweza fanya ido ikuje quicker. I did that. This is 2 weeks now. The first week nimefuatilia, naenda back and forth, finance department. Second week pre the incident, wanna follow up on them phone or shiki. And that's around the week. And that kulikuwa na some, I mean, it was public, like Standard did some layoffs. So that was in the middle of this. So in the middle of that, the person I was dealing with aka change. So that happened hapo katikati. I started following up with a new guy or department. So namwambia this and this happened, told the whole story. So nataka ikuwe sped up because this is May payment where everyone was paid apart from me. Second week before all the madness, ka follow up karibu every day. I'm checking in, and then one of the days nikaenda again physically. Kama explain, I'm the one who's been hitching you up. Umeweza kusoti maneno. Again, just stories. Oh, I'll do this tomorrow. We'll have a meeting tomorrow. I'll make sure I bring it up. This is probably around a Thursday. Your wiki kaisha tu hivyo na back and forth. And then now this is now last week. Sasa now the final week. So 3 weeks nimekushinda tu following up. Technically 4 weeks. So this last week now, that leads to that Friday. I think I went there and it ended up like twice. After calling, like part of back and forth. At this point, nilikuwa nimeanza to get very frustrated.
I know.
Because see ati like bills exist. Bills are a real thing, even for us.
You're already spending money you don't have.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, una call, you're using your airtime.
Unaenda physically.
Unaenda physically, you're javing, you need to pay a jav. See ati unaenda free or whatever means you're using.
Yeah.
So in my head I'm like, kwani wanadhani unatumia gani?
Nafanya other things. I need money for like this and that. Vitu tu mob.
Yes.
I also have like a startup business, a jewelry company, online brand.
Please shout it out by the.
Yeah. Nikona a business called Trendy 20s on Instagram so far. Basically it's a jewelry store brand. So kinga tu pale Instagram Trendy 20s, chains for guys, rings, earrings and stuff. So get on there and like plug yourself. We have some really dope stuff. Big up. Yeah. So, and you know, startups especially, small businesses, they need money.
A lot.
Ama inaweza kuama. I mean, and that's what had been pushing me for a while. Hapo katikati ya the suffering without money. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa inanisukuma hapa na pale. So, and again, now you need money to put into the business. So far I have like one employee. So pia yeye anataka payment, ananingoja
na una
madeni nachukua left right and center. Niko na by then I had already racked in a couple of debts cause sasa uta survive aje. So by this week, the week, that week, I was now like stress ile sasa stress ya do because unajua sasa hizi na do ndafanya nini, nishaitisha do mabeshti zangu kwa watatu, nimeshaingia ma app ka zote, now uko na stress ya like payments za app za wase mse ulisema unanitumia do kesho naenda kufika, niko like okay maybe do ya nini ita reflect leo, usha reflect una reflect bank account siku moja hivi tu
kwa app
every 10 minutes.
I know that feeling, bro.
M-Pesa zi M-Pesa bank account. That imagine now a whole week of that every day, because we may get information inside, not clear information, but information that looks like you might get your money,
promising information.
Yeah, it's information in the kanika, they're taking steps towards it. So good, refresh, you're like nothing. Sasa stress inapanda, anxiety inapanda, unangojea do inside apps zinataka like nini zao, mabishi zako hata wanaka ukiwa so inabidi wa payback, unashanga utoa payback na nini, busy inahitaji do, the person I need to pay, I need still like pesa ya kutumia home. Yeah, so at this point I was very stressed. Yeah, I was very, very stressed. Hii wiki ikifika, so I remember I went there on Thursday, pre-Friday.
Because the event happened on a Friday, right?
Yeah, last
and
Friday.
Thursday, for context, nilikuwa nishaanza kuona the rage building up because unajua na kufollow.
Yeah, I started posting some random stuff, just like things that una post too out of makasiriko tu umejam. Na me personally I try not to post like vitu zenye ni too extreme or like kitu extremely personal, and that feels like a personal thing. Ukijam alafu sasa umejamia employer wako, hautaki kuanza kuweka huko in like online. That's the last thing I wanted to do. But at this point, like I was very angry. Like sasa upper anger is now the one, like it's the leading emotion for at least that week of the, maybe tuangalia on the date, nataka ku have the date with me.
Unaweza angalia usikue na worry.
Check.
Just check. Ndio pia tupewa safe facts.
Yeah,
but
today is 20, okay.
Also kitu
16 Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the day. So in that week, at least from Wednesday of that week of Monday was 12th, that week for Friday being the 16th. From at least Wednesday, I feel like nilikuwa na run on anger. Because the previous Friday, the other week now, I had gotten promising information. So even that Friday is the day the previous Friday, I thought, I'm going to get my money today. Alafu ikukuja, and sometimes the payments usually come in on Friday. Ikidelay cause bank yako, there's this thing about kuna banks zingine ukitumianga do yo uchelewa, ya hii bank itachelewa, ya hii itakuja immediately,
maybe Monday, Tuesday.
Monday hata indangi ikienda sana ni Monday jioni.
Okay.
So weekend ikapita, Monday came. Sasa Monday ni Monday ya kurefresh tu. Monday kaisha, nothing. Contract my supervisor msako in charge of me at this point, nothing, no communication. Now this is when they're not saying anything. Monday kapita. Tuesday I think I was occupied, so I remember Tuesday. I remember that week very well. Tuesday, I usually have, as I've said, I'm a dancer, choreographer, so I do teach dance as well. Nakwanga private classes hapa na pale. Sometimes I'm doing it for music videos for people. Is it any plug? So I do that as well. So I remember on Tuesday, nilikuwa na a class, and this client pays way before, so alikuwa amenilipa kitambo. So at this point, that money ran out. Or rather, I use up that money knowing, kuna ile do ya nini nakuja. So at this point, on Tuesday, after the class, because me, I'm not even shy of saying it, after the class, I didn't have fare to go back home.
Yeah.
So, nilikuwa stranded kiasi, and I remember that day I called the guy in charge of me very much. Nikamcall akuwa anapick. But again, you always have friends. That's, like a period like this teaches you like to lean into your friends and make sure you have like good friends. So anyway, friend came through, I went home. So Wednesday nilikuwa tu home entirely. But now from Wednesday, no, I feel like I had started running on just anger. I was just Sanda Dunini. That's when I started asking myself, I've been following up on this. If this week ends, ndakuwa nimeingia into so much like problems. Sasa like financial issues itakuwa zimeni itakuwa imeni like I knew I was going to be in a very bad position. So on Wednesday nilikuwa najua nilikuwa very restless, nilikuwa very irritable. So but at the time I was trying to see, okay, so now I've tried 3 weeks na after 2 do, so I'm starting to think, what will I do now? Like how will I push these guys, like ntawagetaje juu nimesha try kwenda, so na connect na happen. So I went Thursday, and I remember this day, like this Thursday, I know I had posted that morning when I was going there. I had posted some like some random, as I said, I was being led by anger. Some very like angry posts like on my stories.
Kumbuka hata the color of that story ilikuwa inakaa tu rage, because the first thing I saw kwa hiyo story ni the building itself, Standard Media Group.
News in black and white. Yeah, so I remember that time when I went to talk to the department guy, nilikuwa very angry and Ali notice. And I feel like yendo de Ali, it's like that's the day alikuwa like, hey, umseko niko serious. So I was like, it means all, because I remember that day ndio alianza kuniuliza, okay, what happened? Like, what do you mean? Like, I've been here.
I've been telling you what happened.
So anataka kufollow up the like case vizuri. I'm like, because nakumbuka I kind of stormed like kwa desk yake. Sayo I was really like running on anger. So ndo akanotice, mse nika saya joke. So nilifeel nika sayo ndo ali kind of take action. Alikuwa like, okay, I'll do this and this and this. And then I'm like, what? So have I been wasting those 2.5 previous weeks follow up? So I was okay. Akaniambia, okay, this was Thursday. Akanipatia, okay, because nilifika around 12. I'll follow up. Just come back at around, because ilikuwa just before lunch, which is understandable. Kasema, okay, sahi wasa wametoka out of the office. I'll check with finance office. At 2:33 come back. 2:33 I came back. Because that day kuna a bunch of things that were happening at the offices for them. Walikuwa na a lot of things wana launch. There was a bunch of work happening, but still that's not like, you see me shida yangu najua, I believe shida yangu tu ni kitu ku conversate hapa na pale, sema hii ilikuwa late payment, make it an advance or something, ikwe too immediate. So after 3 I came. First of all, now the guy was very occupied. First of all, kumpata at his office. Alikuwa very occupied. When I did find him, aliniambia tu some stuff, nilisikia tu ini story. Ini unasema tu vitu zenye si direct. Jaba tu like, so nikajua umse hakuna kitu amedu. I mean, I can't see wana deal na a lot of things sahi, but I mean, mi yangu ni kitu can't take that long. If it's something already, mlisha sema, nyi ndo mlikuwa in the wrong, there was a mistake on your end, so enda tu museme, kulikuwa na mistake, this and this, pay this guy immediately. So Thursday, ika happen hivo, hata sikusikia, nakumbuka aliniambia tu whatever he said, I didn't even follow up. At this point I was like, Kusha zone out. I was like, okay, it's what I expected. Nimeshazoea 3 weeks, so again it's story 2. So I stayed around. I was at the offices for a while, because I do have bado niko na mabeshte huko, so kulikuwa na shows in a run. I went and I was chilling with one of the producers of Spice, and so I remember I was like, I was telling her, mi nimefika mwisho, mi sasa sijui ndadu nini, but ndadu something. At this point in my head I'm like, I have a platform. Nitapost, niseme wasa waja nilipa nini. But it's not like it'll be the first time that has happened to them.
Yes.
Be like, just another day, just a normal thing. And I even remember the producer aliniambia, we fanya kile utafanya, but hakuna msajanika hii place in terms of money.
So in your head you knew that was not an option.
That was the option for me. Nilikuwa niko na platform, maybe itasaidia. But when my friend is telling me this, I'm like, so hata nikiwa nini, nothing will happen because this is it'll be umsa ametuanika. Last week tulikuwa na kawa 3.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so that's not going to work. Like santa fanya nini, at least get the attention. I show them I'm really in dire need of this payment.
Your
I
money.
deserve, yeah.
Your money.
Yeah. And it's, I know we are used to late payments, but this is yangu iko a bit further because was all leap apart from me. So this is when I was like, what can I do to get their attention? And I was like, sasa ndafanya nini? Like niende ni post niseme sijalipwa nini, and then ita trend kiasi alafu ipotee, and then maybe I'll still not be paid. So it's when I did start having like very like so dark thoughts. It's like, okay, maybe if I gamble, maybe if I gamble with my life somehow, ama nijieke in a very
compromising
situation, or nikaanza ama nikuje tu ni stomuku nianze kuvunja vitu. These are actual thoughts that were running through my head. But najiambia hiyo si solution. I mean, if anything if I do damage property, which I don't do stuff like that. Hizi ni vitu tu zile when you're sitting sasa dark thoughts and I'm telling you I'm running on anger. Hizi ni vitu tu zina bubble in your head, but I'm not that kind of person. Me seems more aggressive. So I'm like, sasa ndafanya nini? So I just had like thoughts here and there. But in my head nilikuwa najua I don't think I can do whatever I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like me nitaendelea tu kufuata ido, but at this point I feel like hiyo Thursday, sasa after that Thursday I was just not like nikaa sikuwa hapo like nilikuwa very distressed.
Yeah.
Ana kumbuka nikienda home, just nilienda tu home kama nimedoze that Thursday. Just with many thoughts in my head like now how do I like get these people's attention? Who do I talk to? Nianze kufuatana sijui na malawyer nini. Sound like nishambo hizi ni vitu zisha happen. But now on Thursday I had before I left I've remembered after I tried to talk to the guy na kanipatia tu gibberish jabber. Nika decide again, as I'm telling you, nilikuwa too very angry and I was just trying to get to the bottom of this. Nikasema I'm gonna try go see the CEO direct, like of which I did go. Nikaenda and I talked to like the department like the people who deal with like CEO, CFO. Nikamwambia, can I see the CEO nini. This is already 5, so nilikuwa najua it's around 4:30. Najua maybe haita happen sahi, but kesho Friday maybe need to talk to someone else because my department is not helping. And that's what I told the receptionist were like the wadosis.
The boss,
yeah. My department is not helping my case, so can I see someone else? Kaniambia if it's financial issues, even before aliniuliza alijua tu. Since something that does happen, so kaniambia it's financial issue. Yes, financial issues. So come tomorrow and see the CFO at this and this time. Fast forward in my head, najua tu like I'm telling myself, okay, maybe talking to someone else itakuwa it'll be whatever, tasaidia. The next day I didn't get to see the guy. Nilikuja but akuwa
or he was busy, of course.
Tried following it up with now the department. Still like that patikani ama ngoje until a bit later. So this is the point I feel nilienda to a weird autopilot to like I was like kaende. It's like I don't know what I'll do. I remember nilikuwa nimeambia I told someone that I was like, I don't know how this day will end, but I don't know, me I have to live here with my money.
Something's gotta give.
Something has to happen. So,
I need my money today.
Yeah.
Bro,
you remember?
I need my money today.
Yeah, man. So and you know mimi mwenyewe hata I haven't been able to look through those videos kuiangalia, sija watch your video like ever since that day. Naambiwa to like, but because I know sikuwa in the right headspace.
Yes.
I was moving out of anger and hella stress.
Ulikuwa angry bro. I've never, that's not the Zanji I know. Of course at that point ni frustration. Usha pile up debt,
pile up stress, like kuna vitu zingine sasa you like una outlet.
Alafu unaona hawa si wana kubeba ufala juu na hivi uko like is this guy trying to do me like that really? Okay.
So ndio I ended up sasa in that position. Nikaangalia tu now what, like will something at least get their attention. So that's how nearly think very fast out of those emotions, and that's how nikajipata in that position. So
okay,
that's how that happened. And
okay, nilikuwa nataka kukuuliza at this point ushatoka kwa CA4 ndio ukaenda kusimama mali ulisimama?
No, just before that niliona the department guy. Just before that it was lunchtime. Nilikuwa nimetry kuongea naye. Again ilikuwa two stories tu zenye nishazoea, so ilikuwa like wait until like after lunch. And I just had a feeling even after lunch
hakuna kitu ita come out of that conversation.
I hadn't seen the CFO. Akua nilembo hayuko. Even niliambiwa.
Okay, so because tuliona ni somewhere elevated na nakumbuka kwa hiyo video ulikuwa like I'm trying to get there, so we don't know where there is, because unajua then at the same time there's a lady from behind you who's like please come, don't do that. You're like shut the fuck up boy. I've seen that hiyo video iko kwa akili yangu like design nyingine, because first of all I'm like I don't know this kind of Zanji. I don't know who this guy is. Bring my friend Zanji back. Also in my head I'm like I've been in a similar situation where nilikuwa frustrated juu mtu akona do yangu, and by the look of things wanaweza kukulipa hiyo do, but kuna lot of bureaucracy, they are making it hard for you, wana mess up na akili yako at that point, so like una go crazy, una go nuts. So ningetaka kujua ndio ufike kwa hiyo place ulikuwa, because in my head I'm thinking ni maybe at the rooftop ama karibu na dirisha. Where was it?
So again kitu nasema is first of all this is not a nice way to approach such a situation. Like having like kufanya kitu kama hiyo ndo tu wasewa kusikie. No one needs to get to that position. Na it's not like I am pushing for that, like say AJK in any type of situation, just to get people's attention. Ama out of stress sipeleke mtu place ka hiyo. But so it's very hard to explain unless sasa upate like a picture or model of the place. But how their offices are, it's like a huge hall. That part of the place like a huge hall. And now where I had gone up to, si ati kitu unapanda tu virahisi. So I even remember just a few minutes before when I was the place where nilikuwa naona okay nikipanda hapa, like is it possible to climb here?
Yes.
So it's a place I had to, this was just before lunch ishe, so there wasn't a lot of people there.
Yes.
So I pulled a chair and ilikuwa just around where I was seeing okay maybe naweza get
pale
to that, naweza fika. Sijui naenda kudu nini but naweza fika pale maybe. And I did think about it for a minute. I was like first of all, it doesn't look like an easy climb.
Yes.
But I'm like, their mood to ni fuck it. So I pull a chair, nika pandilia the chair, then sijui, there's like a weird glass structure. The thing I was on is like a glass structure, and
I saw.
Iko somewhere in that keyhole space. So took a chair, nika, cause it's something I needed, nikachukua kiti nikapanda, and then I had to adjust something so that I able to hold myself and get there. But when I was there and I was looking, I was like, it's a climb I can make. But again, like the climbing, don't know how it's gonna go, but na jitrust neza fika.
Yeah.
And this is very quick thoughts.
Yes.
Hata I'm not even thinking at this point.
I know.
Go to pale neza fika nijichoche. So kiti pap nikapanda, ka struggle for a bit, and then I got up there. So it's ikonika third floor level.
Yeah.
Of the huge space. It's basically third floor level, but eco place. Again, it's a place that's not easily accessible. Si place unaweza tembea tu hivi. But the way it's structured, where I was standing, there is like windows. Jinda zita windows. Then it's connected na third floor, the rest of the
like a glass wall.
Yeah, it's glass, but ilikuwa ni these railings.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I'm standing here, but the wall is here. There's no door or anything. Kuna hizo two windows. So mse ako on the other side, wako on third floor, the other side, anaweza communicate na mimi. And it's like that structure is like a long glass structure. Alafu sa obviously huku ni space, I mean down there, and then there's like a bit of like a space hapa. So it's almost like in the middle. But iko more closer to the wall, connected to like the other part of third floor. So that's where ulikuwa unaweza kusikia wase wana try to communicate na get down, please come back. Nasikia something of that sort. Yeah. And then now the rest of the space is uko chini nini. And then just at the end of that glass structure, kuna a space. There's like space, and then there's like another. I don't know how to explain. Another ledge. That sasa unaweza you can now stand in the middle of the whole hall.
Yes.
So I was trying to get to that place. So my initial thing was up in the most central place, like this is where maybe if
kila mtu atakuona or someone will notice and call others.
Yeah. And it was like kulikuwa na huge space, and I wanted to get there, but like again sasa niko like sasa, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm already at this is a glass structure, sijui itavunjika. At that point, actually, when I got there, when I got up, when I took the chair nikapanda na nikafika, when I was there, I think nearly I was hit by a like realization.
Hey,
I was like,
we are up here now.
Nilishtuka immediately. I was like, what? Like, am I actually here? I was like shocked at first. I was like, I was very confused at this point. So a lot of what even is going on in the video, I remember I was very confused. I was like, now what am I doing? What am I doing? At this point down there, people are like, now people have noticed. A few people watu wameanza kuitana. Like now my immediate reaction is, now what do I do? Like I'm here now, like for real. Now what if I fall?
Yeah.
So I was juggling like confusion, anger, like distress. So I'm juggling all those, like I mean, I don't want to fall.
Yeah. But you want to get someone attention.
I was very confused. When I got there, I was like, what the hell? And then I remember I thought about, now if I do it, the previous day when I was thinking, if I do something like that, what will, like, how will this end? If I fall, this is not like a small ledge.
Yeah.
So like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
And the first minute, when now I was realizing I was in what wanna kuja around. When I was mostly confused. that's when I was like, okay, maybe I should record, because maybe I should record it. Which I had thought about. Okay, I am trying to push for something.
Yes.
Let me post this. Let me show people how what's going on here.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll add on pressure.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm like, what if I fall?
Yeah. Was it a story, or did you go live? What?
I recorded a video. Immediately I realized I'm here, and I was confused. People were talking. I'm trying to talk to people back, and then I was like, no. I have my phone. Like, I have a platform. So I recorded a video. Immediately, and then I post. I didn't even. I'm not thinking here at captioning. I'm not thinking of what I'm saying. So I just recorded a video of like whatever was gonna come out. And while I know why I'm there.
Yeah.
Story ya pesa ndio imenifikisha hapo. Na niko na stress mob. So don't have a script I'm going for. So I was like, okay, I know this is what I want. Everything else that comes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Data ikuje. Yeah, what did you ask?
Oh yeah, I wanted to even ask at what point ndio ulitoa simu yako and everything.
Yeah, just in the midst of all that.
Yes, because pia nasikia huko nyuma wako like, please come. And because I don't want you to relive this in your mind. Nitaekea watu like whatever happened here.
It's just a small part.
Yes, but nataka watu waelewe what happened afterwards. Did you go down? Did someone come to pick you? What happened? Ndio urudi back to the ground, like on first floor.
Yeah, so at this point, they were able to now call, like, there was security, obviously in-house security as standard. A lot of people had come down there, like, okay, and then there was also now someone who like a colleague who I know very well, a good friend of mine from there. So he really talked to me. His name is Dan, by the way. I appreciate you, Dan, very much.
Big shout out.
Yeah, he was very concerned. Alishinda akiniambia, he was there like trying to like talk to me, like someone is calling you, just pick up the phone, call now my other colleagues. So he really talked to me like out of that, like being in that situation. But again, my main issue was not addressed. So the people who were talking to me, they were like, okay, we'll get whoever is in charge to sort it out. But the thing that did like make me leave that ledge was out of nowhere. Yes, as I told you, I tried to see the CFO, but they were not around. But they magically appeared.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, they were now
all this
available.
Stress, somebody appeared.
From
The
big office?
Me. Yeah.
Okay.
They talked to me. They asked me what is the issue. So I'm trying to yeah, you had asked me if is it live? So I posted a video, and then like after trying to get to the other side, it's when I was like, okay, maybe I can even go live. So I even went live after I posted a video, and then I went live. This is in the middle of all this happening. So many things were happening at the same time. Yeah, so someone came because I was not trying to listen to anyone. As much as everyone was talking to me, I was like, no, me, I just needed this and this. I'm not living here without getting paid. Again, before I kind of snapped, I remember I had talked to a bunch of people just within the office. Na kuna mtu nilikuwa nimesikia. It was actually like kind of an overhearing of someone's conversation, and they were talking about my same issue. So even as this thing was happening, before I feel like I like got into a different mental space, ilikuwa like this is not only happening to you. So I was like, basi ni hivyo. Because so many people in this position, so itakuwa tu a cry. My cry is gonna be a cry like anyone else's. So just something else like took over my head. Nikasema saka, is this what we're doing? So as we were there, wakubwa, someone from the upper offices came. They were there talking. Again, I'm not trying to hear. until they were like, okay, we're going to do this and this, we're going to M-Pesa number. At this point, even other colleagues down there like, just come down, give us your M-Pesa number. And I remember this distinctly. Some reporters were huko. They were like now asking me, okay, this is someone who's not related to me. Msisi msako finance office, mkubwa uni msako na job yake. Wako like, okay, tupatie M-Pesa number, ata tutakusort, just don't jump, just don't do. Come down there, you'll hurt yourself. Nini. I remember I did say, me, I don't want people's money. Me, I want the company to pay me.
Yes.
Sitaki nyi mwanze kutoa pesa kwa mfuko. I remember I was like, me, I'm not an extortionist. I haven't come here to steal from anyone.
Unakuja haki yako.
Mi nakuja tu company inipatie do yangu. And I know people here get paid late. This is something we're used to. But mine is a bit extra. I've been trying to follow it up. Sumbuka tu juu chini. So the people who had asked me, M-Pesa numbers, like, no. May I need the money from the company.
Yeah.
That's when now, sasa, in the midst of that, someone came. They were like, okay, we'll do this. Give us your number. And at this point, when this happened, when they finally decided to avail themselves at this moment.
Conveniently.
Yeah. I remember nilikuwa hit na very huge emotion. Like, I think I even started crying. Because I was like, I've had to do this. I've been coming here for a month. But I've had to put myself in this position.
For them to pay you instantly,
for you to be like,
on the spot.
Give me your number. I was like...
That's crazy, bro.
Nilikuwa tu... I was like, I don't even know. Because I was telling them, like, at this point, sijui na shout, na whisper, naongea tu. I was like, I don't know how much I've affected my reputation as someone whose reputation is, I am the brand.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I've dented my career as an influencer content creator.
Yeah.
But this is what I had to do so that mutake kunilipa immediately.
Yeah.
It was like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Then they were like, okay, we'll sort you out. Then my friend, still, I'm seeing guys like down there. That's when now my friend was like, just come down. They said they're sorting you. Then, after a while now, I even just sat down. Even before I went down, there's like a place you could sit. After they had said, this will happen. Check your M-Pesa. I was like, okay. Nikakatua na ledge. I was like, wait, did this just happen?
Yeah.
So it was like at least like 3-5 minutes. I just sat and I was like, what just happened?
I know.
And then sasa ndo ikakuwa now me trying to calm down, which I needed to be like, to be helped. Because again, your place is like, I can go up, but it's not easy coming down. Because it's not easy going up. Yeah, so I came down. It's crazy day.
Yes,
Yeah, I came down. At this point, people were clapping. Like,
were they?
Yeah.
People were actually clapping.
Yeah, and then that's when like some of the like now employees, or some of them are saying, you don't know like what you've done. Like, you've spoken for so many people. I'm like, what? That's not like, I didn't go there to be like, I hear what you're saying, but first of all, I don't even believe the past 30 minutes have just happened.
And that's not supposed to
Like,
happen. Yeah,
but I'm like, really? So a few people told me that. It's like, you've opened a conversation. I'm like, what? Okay. But anyway, so like now the rest of the evening, I remember after that, I did go like had a meeting now with them internally. Because I was like, and some people are telling me, you don't have to explain anything.
Yeah.
You have your money, go home. I was like, no, me, I'm a very sane person. I've talked to the CFO. CFO wants to see me. I want to see them. I want to explain to them how I got to this point.
Yeah.
Because I've never done anything like this before. I've never felt this wanted to be this aggressive with anything. So I was like, before I leave here, I have to explain everything that happened, what led me here, which I did cover a meeting with them. Explained everything. Yeah, and that day ended like that. I mean, the following day was still, now that evening was still quite, it was still unbelievable what had happened. A lot of concern from people online.
Friends, family.
So I was just trying to deal with that. But yeah, that's how that day ended.
Yeah.
The Saturday followed also had, just around whatever had happened, it was also a pretty hard day. Some other personal things just happened. Some crazy stuff happened. So that weekend, especially Friday and Saturday, was a very like emotional roller coaster. 100%, the most up and down I've ever had ever. Kulikuwa na extreme emotions. I remember even on Sunday I was like, there's no way Friday and Saturday was a real day.
Wow.
I was convinced. So I was like, nile unafunga macho hivi, una make sure, okay, leo ni Sunday, Manchester Saturday happened and Friday happened. And then I know I wasn't picking a lot of calls.
Of course, you're not at the right headspace to even hold a conversation.
Yeah, nilikuwa tu na try ku actualize like that happened. I really did that. I really put my life in a very like life-threatening place. Yeah, just to get people's attention, I had to do that. Okay.
That's yo. I didn't understand why it had to take you to the point you had to reach for someone to tell you, give me your account number or give me your M-Pesa number. That's actually crazy if you think about it. But also, I liked how you handled it in this way. You actually even sat down with these guys and explained to them, because bro, you're a brand.
Yeah.
Content creation is the future. Like, we've seen people getting cars, building cars, building big houses. Maisha inaendelea through content creation. So of course at some point ulikuwa like, yo, this is my image, so I just want to set the record straight, niseme kulienda hivi na hivi ndio nikaweza kufanya hivi na hivi. That's, I would really recommend you for that. I know later ulikuwa unatokea kwa ma tabloids, ma blogs, manini, it was fucking everywhere, bro.
Right after that, after we had a conversation with now the office. Nilikuwa like, okay, I'll take my video down. I'll take my video down. Because again, that's not the image even for myself.
Yeah.
I don't want that on my page.
Yeah.
As much as like it's like, it was like there's two sides of it. It's like opening a conversation for my other colleagues, other employers there, but I still don't want that on my page. It's something I did semi-consciously.
Yeah.
So I took it down, but of course by then it had been up at like for a couple of hours, maybe an hour. It wasn't up for that long, but by then, just social media, people are quick. People already downloaded the video, so it kind of a few different like pages.
It blew up.
By the time I deleted it, the whole incident had happened. By 3 was like by 3:30, I think I was leaving there. So it was already done, but by 4:30 ndo napata ma calls. Now by 3:30 it's already down. I'm getting calls from like a lot of people, like people who I haven't even talked to for a while, like, hey bro, kosawa nini. Then someone is telling me, hey, like, gee, mona video yako Twitter. I'm like, Twitter? Twitter nina
spreading like
it's
wildfire.
like wow,
Sorry,
okay,
yeah.
ile video nilishatoa kitambo already iko Twitter.
Watu washa save.
A former colleague of mine akaniambia video yako iko Twitter. Kambia what? Kanitumia link. So it was, and then kaona tu news, I was like, so that's how nika disappear. I just got offline that evening now. Friday, Saturday square online. So yeah, but yeah, like something that one of the things that really shocked me was, even right now I'm still like, the fact that happened. I think around nowadays after when I went home, kaongea na farm nini, I started like accepting that day like that happened.
Yeah.
Kinda home, like talked it out with like farm nini. Around Wednesday, the next Wednesday, when I was like starting to feel sane.
Yeah.
It's like coming down out of the roller coaster of emotions of that time. But now the thing that ilikuwa very shocking ilikuwa the amount of like Kenyans are legit like good people. Majority.
Yeah, I agree.
That was ilikuwa very shocking and overwhelming kuona how much people like watu watazijaongea now for years. This is friends, family, like reaching out, just checking if you're okay. Random Kenyans, hata ukienda kwa comments that were there, like people are like, hey, you guys should come. Like kulikuwa na a lot of like good support. A lot of it that I was like, wow, okay, this thing did it, like watu waliona wengi.
Yeah.
A lot of DMs were like, I hope you're okay. Sorry, like stuff like this happens, like corporates, and I'd like to even put on record, like Standard guys, like they did apologize for getting it to that point.
Yeah, I saw even they did a statement about it.
They did a statement, but even like personally, they did apologize for letting things get there.
Yeah.
Now Akasema, they'll definitely try like do better in the future.
Yeah.
With other people and like, but yeah, the support was overwhelming and it was amazing. So I really appreciate like how the majority of Kenyans the people who knew about this and like were there to like just check in, like, hey, uko sawa, like is your mental health okay, like maybe you should like talk to people nini. So that's what, like, over the your week imekuwa to just figuring that, like trying to see if I can talk to people here and there.
Yeah.
Again, kind of reassuring people that I'm okay.
Yes.
And as much as it happened, I didn't, like, that day I left home, I didn't leave home not wanting to come back.
Yes.
Because I think that's one of the biggest concerns right now is our save and farm that had were like are you depressed? Are you sure you're okay? Like, because what you did was like, yeah, like when I left home that day, my plan was that it's not like sirudi home leo, but I know I was stressed. I didn't know how much ilikuwa imefika na how far it would push me, the anger and the stress.
Yeah.
But nilitoka home nikijua ndarudi home leo. But I was like, if anything does happen, I mean, I hadn't thought that far, but I was like, okay, najua the goal was mainly to get people's attention.
Yes.
But unfortunately, I had kind of accepted in my head that it could go wrong, could go bad if you slipped or whatever.
Or something happened, because I was also like trying to look at your place vile inakaa.
Yeah.
Unajua if you look at wase walikuwa nakuongelesha, wanakuongeleshea hapa.
Yeah, it was still, yeah.
Alafu your place inakaa nikaa inataka kwenda hivi. So anything could go wrong.
Yeah,
so
yeah, so I had
crazy.
The fact that I had kind of made up my mind that that's a possible consequence for trying to get their attention. And I was like, okay. And I was able to put myself there. So again, it's not advisable for anyone to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even the last thing. It shouldn't happen.
Yes.
And I did it out of like extreme desperation and just the position I was in.
Yeah.
But it's not the best way to deal with such situations.
Yeah.
But now that ties into like just mental health of like everyone's mental, especially like mental health in the workplace. Companies should really like pay attention to that.
Yeah, and check on that, because
Yeah.
in my head, even as like we wrap up about this story,
Yeah.
in my head I'm like, if someone wasn't doing their job,
Yeah.
I know the bosses came for them now. They were like, bro,
Yeah.
why did we have to put someone's life on the line? Why did we have to put our brand on the line?
Yeah.
Why did all this
Have to
need to happen? But also, Pia, I'm sure now something of that sort sparked stories about corporates not paying on time or not even paying at all. Because hata ukijaribu kuangalia hiyo situation yako ni kama walikuwa nataka tu ujaribu kulenga hiyo story.
Yeah. Ningoje tu nikuwe super patient.
And that's crazy if you ask me. So nilikuwa nataka kuuliza, as maybe we wrap up about his story so that we can get into more happier stuff.
Yeah. Consume your story.
Is kuna kitu una feel ume live out shortly? Kuna kitu una feel ume live out from this experience, or something you want to tell people, just, or something you want to tell Standard Media or whoever you want to talk to? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is naweza sema what I just finished with, the thing with like general like mental health in the workplace. And it's very important, like because even now there's some people going through a lot of things kwa job kwa sababu situations like this. So companies should put that like in the corporate should put that kind of in the forefront. Know how to deal with these things, and wase wako job like watry kuangalia wasa wao fiti. Ndo wasa wanafanya kazi so that like the company makes money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough like times for everyone. For everyone, like it's not even just Standard. A lot of companies are going through stuff like this. But I don't know, like companies should just really figure out how to like check on their people's like mental health in general. But wasipuuze mental health, watch vitu zifike points guys, or that's what I would say first to the general public as like companies. To like personally, on a personal level now, even people just take care of like Harper.
Yeah. Very important.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's it. Especially now, okay, nikiwa a bit personal when it comes to guys, sasa like men, like hiyo si kitu tunafikirianga sana, but unaweza fiat.
Yeah.
Like ukiweka vitu sana and then they explode
at once. It could get ugly.
Hizo ndo vitu zina lead to watu wanapata watu streets maandamano, all of a sudden that exploded. Gen Z because that thing will build up so that like kitu watu wakuja equal to crazy, people do crazy stuff. It's because maybe people have been putting unaweka something inside for so long, grows. And the last thing I'd say on a personal level is me, I'm okay. I'm a very calm person usually.
I know.
Like that's one cases. Isn't zile vitu zinafanyanga uko like we kumbe like uko na bone nyingine like inaweza take that far, but I'm okay. I am trying to get like talking to people, trying to make sure sasa something like this never happens. I believe, I know something like this will never happen. So me, I'm okay. Na deal na vitu zangu sahi in different ways. I'm trying to talk to people here, there, counselors, like a therapist. I'm already in talks to just kuona kaa kuna any other thing, like cause vitu kai ziki happen, like una hata unajiangalia kosa like So you have like just find like ways of dealing with strong emotions that doesn't take you there, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I sign it ready for work. Any work that comes my way.
Big up, bro.
Yeah,
big up, bro. Producer, tumefika wapi? Nataka kuendelea tu kiasi because 1 hour 38 minutes. Okay, we won't go far longer.
Yeah.
But you know, mi najua a different Zanji. For someone mwenye ameona this Zanji na nadhani this is the kind of person, nita go back kiasi. I won't take a long time. Nakumbuka ni 2020, like maybe December, maybe getting into 2021 January. Iyo ka period too. So 2020 December, I moved into Kile from, I used to live in Kino sides. So I moved into Kile. I'm relatively new, sijui wase huko. Then napata Zanji kwa kasenta fulani hapo. Tunaanza kubonga naambia, by the way, na checking stories zako TikTok. Hata niza chukua namba yako, tuka exchange numbers. Vibes, bro.
Vibes from there.
Bro, tu alikuwa vibes. Nampata tu hapo na nafanya shughuli zake because najulishi Kile for a very long time. For a very long time. And nakumbuka hata wendo ulini hook up na plug wa kwanza juu nilikuwa na go insane, nilikuwa na shanga nitapata sandwich wapi.
Ikakuonesha the right spot.
Bro. Ulikuwa an integral part of me kuingia into Kile.
Na huko bado huko.
Bado na stay huko. Then hadi nakaa hivi naambia sisi yangu, unajua Zanji? Naambia sinamuonanga TikTok because at that time ulikuwa like 100 and something k. Hapo ilikuwa hapo. So nimekuwa nikifollow your journey hadi vile nilikuwa na uko Spice, nilikuwa like yo bro, I'm so happy Zanji yako hapa sasa. And then hapo katikati pia niko like bro, moves hapo.
Nilikuwa na shoot a lot of videos huko sana.
Nilikuwa nakuona tu kwa video ya Karun, sijui kan shai kuona kwa video ya someone else, but you know,
couple hapa na pale.
Nimekuwa tu kwa background ukido great stuff.
Appreciate, man.
You're a great person. Na unaenda fana hii content because of your discipline and professionalism. And hii ilikuwa tu just a stepping stone. Kulikuwa na a negative part of it, but also kuna a positive part of it. So mimi naweza kuambia just keep going. Brand is strong, stronger than ever. See that will get in the way of stuff. Because we know what those guys are doing to people. And I hope they change because they didn't have to get there. And I'm really happy ulikuja hapa and talked about the story. Ilikuwa so hard ku watch you tell it because when ni bro yangu naona tu ni kama una relive your moment. Inakutake back to not such a good time. But I'm truly humbled umeweza kuja hapa ku brace platform na kusema what happened. I hope the world gets to know what really happened. Because hapa ni kama tumepeana an exclusive.
For sure, I've not talked about it yet. In this way. But I'll be doing like my own kind of statement. So I don't know, maybe it'll come after. But
Okay.
But naweza sema tu missy mind like we ni boys, we ni mtu wangu. So only a very small part of my like it's just like a small bump in my like career na like chapter yangu najua. Ni kitu imekuja ishapita. I'm a comedy content creator, for God's sake. Missy mse kufanya energy yangu is completely on the other side. This is just something that had to happen maybe. But
mi nakujua kwanza kwa ile video yako ya kugonga ile pusi. So as in tunaka hivi tunajua those who know you know you are a great person. and thank you very much for kukuja kwa hii platform na open up about it. That's so cool by the and so courageous because you actually didn't have to, you know. Once again, maybe for your personal business, your startup, your personal pages, ambia wasi wanaweza kupata wapi, mali wanaweza engage na content yako and so on.
So me Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Zanji Mukenya. Ama any of those platforms, uki search Mukenya Vibes, MU Kenya, as in one word though. Utapata my content. Any platform ukisearch tu Zanji Mukenya. Kuna first of all kuna watu wengi wanaitwa the name Zanji. So ukienda Zanji you'll probably see Mukenya. TikTok, it's the one with the blue tick. IG ndio tunangangana nayo bado, but yeah, all those platforms, YouTube, TikTok and Instagram, naweza nipata under Zanji Mukenya. Also niko na jewelry online brand called Trendy 20s. Tunaweza kuplug pia with pieces like this I have on, so cool. Like stuff like this, so cool. Wase wakidai pia wanaweza go on Instagram. We're opening a TikTok page soon, so yeah, wakuje tu plug na some shine.
Okay.
Kwanza wewe lazima tukuplug pia
kabisa bro, unaona vile niko play bro.
For sure.
Yeah, anyway, so sidhani kuna kitu tumeacha. I know this is not the end of the story.
Yeah, for sure.
Because sai tuliongea sana about this, the ordeal, but hatujajua Zanji for who he is, what he creates. Nimekwambia mimi nilifanya research, najua wewe ni rapper. Nimeona nilikuwa naona
kuna so much going on.
Hivi naona hiyo rap video niko like uni Zanji because ulikuwa na speed, niko like okay, hiyo ni kali,
hiyo ni bad.
Then naka hivi nakuona uko kwa music video Karun and other cool artists. You know, there's a lot zenye hatujatap kama Zanji, so tutatafuta time
for sure
to get back on a platform to ongea about Zanji as a person, you know.
And watu waelewe at least mbona niko every, as I said tunasema tu mimi ni performer, so kuna a lot of ways me upenda kuji-express, so naweza appreciate sana next time I can pull up tuongee sasa busy like so busy zingine
kabisa. And that has been us, Voices of the Millennial podcast, powered by Kenyan Powerhouse. And as you know, Elite Club Studios ndio masponsor yetu round. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode. Peace.
Enjoyment. Toa hizo forms za enjoyment. Derailment. Nilijipata tu dunda ki enjoyment. Of course. Katambe by force. Nze venye zangu zimenishika na kupata tunaweza choma picha.